skies.
We've had September-like temps with highs in the 70s all week. I'll let you know if that continues into our weekend.
Plus, Sam Gabrielli is in the studio for your national forecast. All that and much more. Si's Eyes on the Skies starts now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Si's Eyes. I am now joined by Nick Lesser. So Nick, here we are. It's our first show tonight.
First show, pretty excited to be here. A little nervous, but ready to go.
We're going to do a good job, I know it.
Great.
So, as I was coming into the studio, I saw some clouds building over to the east. Was there any rain in those clouds?
Oh yeah, you could see that lightning off when you were coming in. We have a cold front bringing some rain in as we go.
Cold front moving through.
Cold front moving through. So as we come over here and take a look at the radar for the state, you can see where this cold front has come through, going down from the northeastern part of the state down to the south central part just south of Des Moines. As we zoom out to the regional, you can see this rain stretches all the way down to the middle part of the country, down to Kansas City and St. Louis. So we look at our day planner for tomorrow. We'll look at 8 a.m., 42 degrees, noon, looking at 51 and mostly sunny with just a few clouds out there, and then at 4 p.m., dropping down to a nice and comfortable 50 degrees. Back to you, Theo.
And now it's time for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1959, an early general snowfall of about an inch affected most of Iowa on November 4th and 5th. The heaviest snow fell in the northwestern Iowa, totaling 7.4 inches at Sioux City, 7 inches at Cherokee, 6 inches at Hawarden and Saratoga, 5.2 inches at Lake Park, and 5 inches at Emmitsburg and Pocahontas. Additional statewide snowfalls followed on the 12th through the 13th and the 25th through the 26th, and the month finished as one of the coldest Novembers on record in Iowa. And now we are joined by Sam with a look at what is happening around the nation.
Hi everybody, we have a very intense low pressure system rolling through the western portion. It'll be impacting the rest of the country throughout the week. All more coming up.
And here's Sam with your national weather.
Welcome back everybody. We got a lot to talk about today. As you can see, we've got a very sharp temperature gradient. 39 in Denver, 37 in Billings, and then out ahead of this cold front, we got 79 in Dallas, 66 in St. Louis. High pressure is dominating the eastern portion of the country, and we will actually run there right now. 66 in New York, 66 in Boston, clouds all across the actual East Coast region, but 70 in Pittsburgh is looking pretty good with high pressure and fair weather skies. 77 in Orlando, 81 in Miami, 65 in Atlanta. Very nice conditions in the southeast. Moving to the southwest, like I said, we have a very sharp contrast in temperatures. 39 in Denver and the Rockies, 44 in Albuquerque, 64 in Phoenix. Santa Monica's looking perfect, 65 degrees off the Pacific, not a cloud in the sky. 50 in Seattle, clouds hanging low, 45 in Boise, and portions of the upper Rockies are looking very chilly today. Moving on into the Midwest, 55 in Des Moines, right on the cold front boundary, 66 in Kansas City. As you can see, behind the cold front, we got very clear conditions, 36 in Pierre, very cold as well. 66 in Chicago and St. Louis, out ahead of that cold front, but that won't be sticking around for long. It's going to start getting chilly in the Midwest here. Highs today, 69 in St. Louis, 70 in Chicago, excuse me. As you can see on this map here, the cold front is very well drawn out. You can easily see that contrast in temperatures there, 46 in Denver. Precipitation-wise, like I said, we got a low pressure system in a portion of the country. It's wrapping around this cold air, bringing snow to portions of the upper Midwest and the Dakotas, stretching on into portions of Minnesota. And then as you can see here, some storms firing on up here along the cold front. As we can zoom in on that area, we got a very serious situation going on here. A lot of tornado watches and severe thunderstorm watches, as well as some warnings that are bumping into the picture here. Like I said, watches and warning-wise, we got Tornado watches stretching on in Arkansas, northern Texas, portions of Oklahoma, and then we also got severe thunderstorm watches in Missouri to talk about. And the very saturated soil in Texas, as you can see from that hurricane a few weeks ago, is bringing it's very saturated soil. They got a lot of rain to worry about there, and you can see with the cold air wrapped around this low pressure system, it's bringing some frost and freeze advisories to portions of the western plains and into the Rockies. Futurecast is showing this cold front pushing on through, moving on into tomorrow morning. Portions of the Great Lakes are going to see a lot of rain with that, and it just sticks around, folks, on into Friday night. And the rest of the country is looking very nice, actually, out in the Rockies and Central Plains. Sun is just shining, high pressure system dominating the picture out there. 59 in St. Louis tomorrow, 70 in Atlanta, very nice conditions, 85 in Miami, perfect. And as you can see here in the upper Rockies, it's starting to warm up a little more out of those 30s and just moving on into the 50s for portions of the upper Rockies there. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is our destination city for today. 75 tomorrow with some rain sticking into the picture, 70% chance. And then Saturday it drops off 20 degrees in temperature for a high 55. Moving on into the upper 50s though, going on into early next week. And then it moves up to 62 and drops drastically to 49 degrees. Back to you, Theo.
Thanks, Sam. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. On July 4th, 1956, Unionville, Maryland set the 1-minute rainfall record. How much rainfall fell in that minute? A, 0.57 inches, B, 0.89 inches, C, 1.23 inches, or D, 2.11 inches. And now here's Nick Lesser with our Iowa weather.
We had unseasonably warm temperatures all day today. I'll let you know if that sticks around and if we can count on that for the rest of the weekend after the break. Welcome back to Si's Eyes on the Skies. My name is Nick Lesser and I will have your Iowa forecast tonight. So first let's take a look at what's ahead. We have a big cool down from this cold front draping through. Some thunderstorms rolling through the state tonight, and that's going to leave us with sunny skies ahead throughout the weekend. Current conditions in Ames, we have 51 degrees and partly cloudy with a gusty wind north-northwest at 21 miles an hour and a very comfortable dew point of 42 degrees. Looking at the current temps across the state, you can see where this cold front dragged out, 56 in Waterloo, 64 in Ottumwa, and you look over here at Fort Dodge, 46 degrees and 48 in Sioux City. Going at the 24-hour temp change, again, very obvious to see where the cold front is. The last 24 hours, 10 degrees cooler in Ames than it was 24 hours ago at this time. And the biggest change over here in Sioux City, 18 degrees cooler at this time today than it was yesterday. Look at the current winds. You can see these gusty 21-mile-an-hour winds in Ames from that cold front that's moving on through. 14 miles an hour in Fort Dodge, 12 in Waterloo, and those will increase as that cold front pushes through the state. Current wind chills, not too much to talk about throughout the state there, just in the northwest part of the state, over in Sioux City and Fort Dodge, 40 and 42 degrees wind chill there. Clouds and radar, you can see in the last couple hours, this front popping up storms all throughout the state. Riding off into the eastern part of the state, will be clearing out in just a matter of hours, which will leave us a nice clear night. As we look regionally, you can see the snow and a low pressure system up in Minnesota, and then this moisture, as Sam talked about, is extending all the way from Wisconsin down all the way to Texas and the Mexico border, leaving most of the country saturated. Futurecast, you can see this cold front moving through. As we extend throughout the night and into early tomorrow morning, we have pretty clear skies. It's going to drop our temperature, be nice and cool for us. As we move through the day, no precip, just nice and cloudy, about 50 degrees. And as we get into Saturday morning, again, it clears up for us. Lows tonight, it's going to be a stark difference from what we were dealing with all week. 41 in Waterloo, 42 in Marshalltown, 46 staying a little bit warmer in Des Moines. And as you go up to Fort Dodge, 39 and 34 degrees all the way over there in Sioux City. So it's getting a little chilly, getting a little towards freezing. Highs tomorrow, about 20 degrees cooler than we've been dealing with all week. 50 in Marshalltown, 53 in Davenport, 51 in Des Moines, 51 in Fort Dodge. Just some nice low to mid 50s throughout the entire state. Forecast for Ames tonight, 41 degrees, chance of thunderstorms, but I think most of that chance is gone as that's moved to our east. And then mostly cloudy for the rest of the night. Winds, like I said, gusting around 10 to 20 miles an hour. Highs tomorrow in Ames, about 20 degrees cooler than today. 51 degrees, a beautiful fall November day. Mostly sunny, gusts up to 20 miles an hour with sustained winds at just 5 to 15 miles an hour out of the northwest. Game day forecast as our boys from Iowa State travel down to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Sooners. It's a night game, so it'll be a nice clear sky, 53 degrees. Could not be better to play some football under the lights in November. Extended forecast, let's look at the 7 days. Very consistent, nice weather. 51 degrees today and tomorrow in Ames with mostly sunny skies. And then again, the sun sticks around for days to come, 57 and 56 degrees Sunday, Monday. And then the chance of rain returns and a cool down might be in the future as we go into Wednesday and Thursday of next week.
Thanks, Nick. Let's take another look at tonight's trivia question. On July 4th, 1956, Unionville, Maryland set the 1-minute rainfall record. How much rainfall fell in that minute? So, Sam, what are you thinking on this one?
I'm thinking, I'm going to go with C this time.
You're gonna go with C?
Yeah, I mean, that was a long time ago, 56.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rain, too.
That's a lot of rain.
Goodness.
Well, Nick, what do you think?
I'm going to go bold here. I'm going to say 2.11 inches. I think if it's the record, we're going to go big.
All right, sounds good. Well, your answer now is C, 1.23 inches.
Guess it's my lucky day.
Good job, Sam.
Yeah, guessing.
Sam's getting that right. Well, along with that rainfall, we got a lot of rainfall around the nation, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Oh my gosh, that low pressure system is a strong one. It's going to be impacting the rest of the week and on into the weekend for the East Coast. So,
Yeah, rain stretching all over the country. And how about that football forecast? It's looking really good for a football.
Oh, I can't wait. I wish we were there. I know for me personally, 53 degrees sounds perfect to watch a football game under the lights.
It really does.
It really, yeah, I absolutely. And I'm looking forward to the cooler temperatures moving into Iowa here really soon.
Yeah.
So,
Me too. I don't know about you guys, but I love snow, and I know these colder temperatures are
absolutely.
kind of pushing us towards that feeling of snow. Can't wait till it comes.
So
Absolutely.
for us warm weather fans, Nick, would you say that the 70s are out of the picture for good?
They might be out of the picture for good. I can't say for sure, but at least in the foreseeable future, no more 70-degree temperatures.
I'm sure hoping so. I'm looking forward to that snowfall. Well, that concludes our show tonight. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. You can find every show online on our YouTube account under Size Eyes. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back here right with you again on Thursday.